My name is Andrew Schulman. I live in New York City, and I'm a professional musician. I'm a classical guitarist. I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and given a very, very, very small chance of living. I had the surgery, and there was one miraculous thing, which was that my surgeon was the only doctor who thought it was possible that it wasn't cancer, and he was right. It was a kind of inflammation, a kind of situation where every indication was cancer, but it wasn't. It's something that would have still killed me, probably. So I had to have the surgery, but it wasn't cancer. On the 3-minute gurney ride from the operating room to the surgical intensive care unit, I got the other end of the stick, which is that 1 in 20,000 people every year who've had surgery, major surgery with one or more big blood transfusions, as I had 2, will get the wild card of surgery, which is for reasons not involving any mistake being made, they will still go into anaphylactic shock. And in most cases, the person dies. And in the final minute of the 3-minute ride to the surgical ICU, I was clinically dead for about a minute. And fortunately, there was a bed open right at the entranceway of the surgical ICU. And within about 1 minute, they had me back. I was still, however, right on the precipice. I was very critically ill. I was immediately put into a medically induced coma. And in the first 3 days of the coma, not a single doctor or nurse or my wife, who was at my side the whole time, thought I was going to live. And in the middle of the 3rd day, my wife looked up at the computer monitor as the nurses did, and the vital signs on the computer monitor showed that I was going into the final decline. They were dropping precipitously. I was leaving. My wife sees what's going on, and she is desperate. But in her desperation, she had an inspiration. She happened to have been looking in her bag for her cell phone to call my mother. And she saw my iPod. They put the earbuds in, one in my ear, one earbud in my wife's ear. And the iPod playlist is in alphabetical order. So Bach, B was the first letter, and BWV 244 is the St. Matthew Passion. It was just the first on the list. They clicked on it. They played it for 30 minutes. And by the time they finished playing it, I had stabilized for the first time in 3 days. The numbers were heading back up. And after the St. Matthew Passion was played, I stabilized, and there were no more crises after that. I'm somebody who can say that I couldn't live without Bach. The nurses to this day still call it the St. Matthew miracle.